Kolo Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The one said, men that get life for this truth, and then Yahushai shall rise first. The one said, elders agree, most that have told me the truth. I answer you brothers out there teaching to the house of David, the 144,000 the elect, men, women, and children that are part of the elect, the church of the saints, and the one-third. The one-third, the remnant that's going to be saved. This coming calamity. Basically, this race war is brewing up. Here we have Standing Rock, Buffalo Nation, mad and ready to die to save water. So here it is. Gad tells Esau, we're ready to die. Right here. We're going to play the clip, man, and show you that this thing is brewing up over there, man. You have the sign with the bisons that showed up. That's the spirit of the Lord, man. That's the great spirit showing that revenge is coming. And then the golden eagle came, which eagle means freedom. The Lord's going to give us freedom soon, man. Real freedom, sovereignty, man. Play this clip.
We were told by people in your camp there are pipe bombs in there.
When our camp's been infiltrated.
Well, I'm telling you, it's what they said.
I was told that you're a Nazi.
Well, it's
I
not
mean,
true,
should
is
I
it?
go and make
No,
a
listen,
statement?
but listen to this, guys.
And what we're doing is educating the public on why we're taking the precautions we're taking.
But listen to
You can
this.
see, 2.5 months we've been down.
He said, I was told that you was a Nazi. Hey, the thing is brewing up. Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Nations of Israel against the nation of Esau, and other heathen nations too. It's going to be a war, man. It said in Genesis 49. Gad, the troops shall overcome, but he shall overcome at the last. We're talking about the U.S. cavalry, man. You devils had a lot to pay for. Not only what you did to the so-called Negroes and Latinos and the Native Americans, the 12 tribes of Israel, you're going to pay. At the time you pay now.
Down here, trying not to escalate.
For 2.5 months, I worked on the same exact page until this man went on TV and lied and put my people in
They didn't lie, he was lying.
So then I quit
People
coordinating.
from the tribe.
I have
you didn't
respect
lie.
for this man, and I have respect for this man. Your county forces have lost our respect and lost our trust. I've been working with the state police. Both of them had the balls to come to the table with us and sit down and visit with us on the other side of the bridge.
Keep the cane back there.
Just take a talking stick so they can learn to talk.
Keep the cane back there.
Why? What's wrong with the cane? I got a hurt knee.
You got 2 felony warrants right now.
I know I do.
Take you in for them, I will.
I know I
back
do.
with the cane.
This is a talking stick
Get
for
back
them.
with the cane.
Get your camera out of my face then. I'm tired of my
Get back
pictures.
with the cane.
I don't got a cane.
Relax.
Relax, guy. I don't got a cane. Back up over there. You guys are the one that chasing me all over the place. I pay taxes on roads. I got the right to travel on roads.
North side of that camp down there, that equipment still sitting. Hasn't been bothered.
They're the one that bites your tongue and put the gun on the little kid in it.
So, but the Catholic Spirit saying that we're being all unlawful and trying to do all this stuff, that's not right, nor is it accurate.
It is when you're going on, when you go into these other sites, going on private property that does not belong to, even on the easement, it doesn't belong to anybody here. It doesn't belong to us. It's private property.
This is a national
you can't go
security
on
issue.
to private property.
This is a national security
land,
issue.
you know.
It's a human rights issue. And this man from the United States Army wearing this badge right here that says United States Army, it's his duty not only to protect the public, the 18 million citizens that get their drinking water from the Missouri River, but also us, Native Americans, that are still wards of the government, that are still under government hostage. It's your duty to be on our side to protect us from any entity that threatens us. Read the treaty. You're supposed to be protecting us from any threat.
Treaties, you're right. Your treaties go to work with the federal government, not us.
We are not a party to those treaties. We have
But you're
laws.
correct, though.
We have laws in the state of North Dakota that we've all been charged to uphold. Public right-of-ways got to remain open. Private land has to be protected.
Federal law supersedes state law.
And if
You're
your
under federal
lawsuit
law.
is
You should be
successful-
protecting us from these state
If your
laws.
lawsuit is successful on the treaty,
It's got to go through the court.
This is
that's
how it's
got
going
nothing
to
to
go
do
down.
with that. The
This is
state
how
of
it's
North
going to go
Dakota
down.
is not a party to those treaties.
Did the private landowner ask us to move? Many times. Many times.
I've never heard him say it.
Because he actually helped us.
You had no trespassing signs all over the property. You've been ordered to leave numerous times. We're here telling you. We're here telling you. There is. It is a private property, and you have to leave. Mickey, we don't want a
I
confrontation.
understand that, but
Please stand your people down and go back to the main camp and let's
Highway
talk.
1806 is now a no surrender line in that camp. There's no retreat.
That's your final word?
That's the final word.
Oh,
Take care, gentlemen.
Said no retreat. And his line goes back to, I believe he's an Apache warrior. Gad, you know, scriptures talk about that. You know, no retreat. They're not surrendering, like Reuben, Seminoles, man. Genesis 49 and 3. Reuben, the Seminole Indians. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of his dignity, and the excellency of power. Unstable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to thy father's bed, that defiledst thou it. He went up to my couch. Because really, the inheritance went to the firstborn son. But he said with his father's concubine, so Judah got the scepter. But Reuben, being the Seminole Indians, it says, thou art my firstborn son, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity and excellency of power. They knew that the white man was the devil. They carried themselves with that royalty, that mind state that we're better than you devils. We're over you. And they didn't sign no peace treaties. They pushed them down to the Florida swamps, man. But they're the unconquered, they're known as. They never signed no peace treaties, even though Native Americans signed 500 peace treaties with the white man. Seminoles like, man, fuck you. They knew they was better than Esau. And they took in Judah and had them intermarry into their families. And made them chiefs. That's because he was the firstborn. Reuben knew, you know. In Gad, even though, not to down Gad, but Gad is the truth. Gad used to side with Esau to turn around and come against other Gadites too. You know? And Judah. So Esau got to pay. He got a lot to pay for, man. He signed a 500 peace treaty, but the Seminoles didn't. They said, fuck you. And that's what he just said. The Apache chief.
now, Sheriff, you gotta understand. You guys gotta understand.
Talk to you.
Yes, tell me. You guys gotta understand. Are you willing?
I don't want this to fight, sir.
There's
last thing I want is a fight.
There's
Let me talk to this gentleman.
There's people over here, Kyle, that are apathetic. They do not care. They don't have a house. They don't have a mortgage like you do. They don't have a family to go home to like you do. If they go down, they're going to be held in high esteem by our people.
And why does that have to happen?
That's just the way. That's the issue you guys are forcing.
Can you not go back to the 7 Council Fires camp? Have we ever come in there and disrespected you being there?
You are down. You're doing it now.
We're coming down and talking to you.
But,
we're coming here to talk.
But the difference is,
could we have come? Let me ask you a question. Could we have taken everything we have and just come down here and had a confrontation? Of course we could have. We're trying everything we can, sir, to not do that.
Are you willing to lay down your life for this cause?
I am willing to defend.
No, that's not what I asked.
This cause?
Yeah.
I have to enforce the laws of the state of North Dakota. I took that over.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
I am.
there's people.
Okay? I do that every day of my life.
There's people on the other side that do not have any weapons, that have no ill will, but are just stand their ground, run over them with
The Gadite said it too. He's a Nazi. The Gadite said it. He said he's a Nazi. The people are telling me that you're a Nazi. Talk about this devil over here. Say that he's a Nazi.
APC
I'm not going to run over anybody.
Somebody's going to get hurt. And
you're saying, here you are saying that to me.
But the difference is you're not willing to lay down the way they are.
You take your mask off. I'm standing here with no mask
Yeah, you
on.
took everything from our people. That's it. Once you take everything, there's nothing else to lose. This is your empire, E, so you got everything to lose. Once you back somebody in the corner, you took everything from them. They got nothing to lose, man. Those are the worst people to fight, man. People that had nothing to lose.
I had tried to stop and talk to you guys. And at that time, one of your vehicles tried to run me over twice. I wanted to stop and talk to him and have my representative
Where
come.
did that happen at?
Right here.
Nobody's trying to run over anybody.
Well, they tried to run me
The
over
last thing we're
twice.
trying to do
That's
nobody's
Esau for
trying
you.
to hurt
But you
anyone.
got to
But
understand.
you gotta understand, we were trying to talk to him.
That's Esau with that forked tongue.
You look behind you. Do you see what that looks like to the people of Morton County?
You're welcome to go through.
Well, you are blocking us.
Right now, when you came with
I'm not talking. Let me talk to this gentleman here. We don't want this. We don't want
they didn't. They're trying to stay here.
think it's awesome that you guys are taking a stand.
You gotta go get back to our house because you're unstable.
Support public opinion. You can do it in the media. You can
in all those places.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
We've lost this land.
You haven't
To
got
your government.
You got the easement already. You got that stuff. So
We lost this land to your government. You heard what Gad said? We lost this land to your government. That's the Most High putting that spirit back in Gad. Genesis 49:19. A Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. So the Gadites, Native Americans, about to get their revenge, man.
Let's be responsible human beings to our
I'm just saying.
to this
I'm
whole
just saying.
cause.
I'm just saying.
And
There's
let's, I understand that.
individuals that are willing.
I understand that, and we don't want that to happen. That's what's
You're going to bring on by your actions.
Well, what are we supposed to do? So the next time a force takes over somebody else's property, are we supposed to say,
We
well,
don't go around doing this every time.
well, but you're doing it now. And
For good reason.
And we're the law enforcement
For
here
good
now. And
For
this
good
one-
reason, because you're going to poison the water. You fucking devils.
Water line was supposed to be north of Bismarck, and they didn't want it because it was
I
pollute
wasn't
their water.
I'm sorry.
I know you.
I wasn't alive back then.
But you got to understand
But
our position. Show some empathy for our position.
I do show empathy. So I have Native Americans in my family. So believe me, I get it.
Yeah, believe me. Esau always says that. I got Native American in me. Get the fuck out of here, man. We ain't get no fucking pass, man. You might are going down.
I get it strongly, and I respect very much your culture, what you stand for, your pride, how tight you all are as a family.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. The words were smoother than butter, man. We're going to bring that out. You got to watch out with these devils. The guy just said it. He said, people telling me that you're a Nazi. Gotta watch out with these fucking devils, man. Psalms 55. I'm going to start at 20. He had put forth his hand against such as be as peace with him. He had broken his covenant. He broke 500 peace treaties with Native Americans. Esau. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. Oh, yeah, I love you guys. Yeah, you guys, I respect you guys. Is that? But meanwhile, the Gadite straight up said it. You a Nazi. You see? You gotta watch out with these devils, man. They speak with a forked tongue. Like the Gadites will say.
Your heritage, I respect that to the core of my being.
We've gotten to the point. I know, I respect that, but we've gotten to the point where we've been pushed up against the wall, taking more and more and more.
So is this about water and oil, or is this about 140 years?
It's about everything, all of that.
Yeah, of
We've
course.
had enough.
Federal
We've
charges
had
or
enough.
state charges? I'd rather have state
I
charges.
don't think when you look at all of the right? I grew up in Portuguese.
We gotta notice that. We gotta notice that
Nobody would ever say anything to me in Bismarck or Mandan about disparaging my race on who I was. Yet now,
we haven't got land
we see all of this hate coming out, directed at us.
and winter's coming.
You know, telling, you get a check once a month.
And there's a landowner
That's something that could be dispelled. That's not true. I don't get a check every month. I wish they did.
someplace to stay for winter.
I respect that.
We don't, they say all of these mean things and disparaging things about my people on these social media pages. And this racism that has shown up along with this has gotten me to the point where I've been quiet about it. But when I started reading about this, I decided, hey, I'm dropping everything. I'm headed up to 40.
You guys have the force. You guys have the force.
We do.
But we hold the moral high ground.
I don't know that you do.
I'm telling you.
I don't know that you do, Mickey.
I'm holding the moral high
In
ground.
your mind, and in your thoughts, I think you think you do.
When that pipeline was going to go north of Bismarck, and the city of Bismarck said, we don't want that, and the citizens there said, we don't want the pipeline going north of this town because it has the potential to poison our water. The water that the city gets. Then they moved it and put it north of the reservation so it could poison our water. I'm doing this for my children, for my sons, my daughters, my grandchildren. I do believe I hold the moral high ground. I do believe that. And we have nowhere else to go. When our backs are against the river, we'll be there. You guys can come and do what you will.
Let's continue this kind of dialogue with the federal government, with the Department of the Interior, with the court, with this. I know that, but we don't have to have a fight. So you think
by
us?
then you're already gonna be.
If
They're
you
already
think-
gonna be at the river by then. We don't have any more
Yeah,
time.
they can't go across it.
We don't have any more time.
We can do this legally. The
And
courts.
as soon as they get to the river, their $38 billion is going to buy some more
Make it
U-boats,
see.
and then they're going to go across.
We have to enforce enforce rule of law. We can't pick and choose. We can't, like, if somebody invades somebody's
Big
property.
money and
Can you
big
let me finish for
oil
once? Okay, no, they don't own me. Nobody owns me. My oath of office and my commitment to the citizens of North
pride of
Dakota.
that devil.
Yes, to protect and serve.
Protect
and
and
in this
serve us,
case,
brother.
I am protecting. I'm trying to stand here and ask you to peacefully go back to a place where we can all compromise and start talking again.
Hold the ground we're at.
And that's
Peacefully hold the ground
and you're
we're at.
putting us in a position to have to enforce the rule of law. All right?
I'll see you on the
Now,
line.
that's too bad that has to happen.
See you on the line.
And I want that's your decision, McAfee.
That's your
This could
decision.
end right now.
Like, I'll see you at the line. All hell's about to break loose, man.
And right now, all these law enforcement officers go home, right where they want to be. You guys go back to 7 council fires. Well, we have the rule of law. We can't pick and choose what law we enforce.
We have sacred law.
You guys are
We have sacred law.
private
We have the law of law.
Rule of law.
See, Esau's a carnal man. He has no respect for nature, no respect for anybody, man.
Holding sacred law.
1851, 1868, rule of law.
A month ago, the court spoke and said they can work on their land. That's what's
That was an illegal land sale. Look at the
not here to argue
corporate ag. No, North Dakota law says that
No,
that
he's
was
not
an
here to
illegal
argue that. You see this devil?
land sale. North Dakota law says that that was an illegal land sale.
Okay,
Yeah, and they're gonna
no,
go
no chance there.
They're gonna go through before the process is over with. Don't you see that? They're fast tracking before that process ever starts. There's no due process that's going on.
But they're not as passionate about this as we are. Why is
They
it? Why,
bought that land to cover their tracks where they desecrated sacred sites. That's why they bought that land. $20 million for 8,000 acres of North Dakota land.
I don't know why. I don't know their
Your
motivation.
land worth that much?
But they had the right to be in that easement even before they bought it.
They're covering
they're not as
crime
passionate
scene
about this
with
as we
$20
are.
million. They paid $20 million to cover a crime scene.
They get somebody to do their bidding for them. We don't
We're
have
outside
nobody.
of impasse, but the main message today is we have to enforce the rule of law. The laws that
I
we've
can
taken
agree
an
with
oath to uphold,
1851 and
The,
1868.
those are not the laws that we've been sworn to uphold.
You're not sworn to uphold federal law.
You don't follow their own laws.
Only state.
Esau don't follow their own fucking laws, man.
The federal laws do, well, right
They
now,
told you he broke 500 peace treaties with Native Americans.
enforce state law. And right
Constitution.
state highways have to remain open. They have to remain unencumbered. Private property and the laws that sheriffs have taken an oath to uphold have to be clear.
The only time that highway's been shut down is when you threaten us with force. When your convoys are parked down there, this highway got shut down so we could move camp.
You don't have the right to shut
convoy
down
was
the
there.
highway.
This highway got shut down again. Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do.
Try to end this.
We're doing what we have to do to protect our children and future generations.
Assassinate.
And the other 18 million American citizens that get their water from the Missouri River. We're protecting the water for the other 18 million American citizens that get their water.
Fucking devils, man. You got those got a lot to fucking pay for, man. You devils are going down, man. You're going down, you fucking.